With amateurs, they on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Time. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Now Mariota. It's caught by Bryant. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
March 43. Ready? 43 is the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Darnold. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 57. Mike 57.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Complete to Isaiah McKenzie. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. One.
Now Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
53, Mike. Rip left. Check. 53.
Mariota now. Complete to Bryant. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Come on now, let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight end right. 4 down. Lady. 4 down.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
57, come on. Check. One. 3.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's taken on the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... Now the ball comes loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got his man. It's Williams. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Alpha. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
53. Bravo! Mike. Hey, let's get this. Check.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Complete to Mike Williams. Brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
It's our time. 53 is the mic.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. One. Here,
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
57. Mike, 57. Exit. Watch 57. Watch the slant.
They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
March 43. March 40. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's Darnold. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Mariota now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53. 3. You can't block me. You can't block me. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Here's Mariota, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's Williams on the catch. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
53 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
A first down throw for Mariota. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check. Echo. Check. 53's mine.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
53. Check 53. Scene 6. One.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field. One. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, Delta. Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You got nothing today.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, New York.
Man, 80. Check, 43. On the army.
On first down, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Second and 3.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's see what you got.
He's got it to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 57's the mark.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Quinnen Williams drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Darnold. A screen to Bell. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the Jets' 46-yard line.
Rush in! Rush in!
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.